the floorboards of the old house. Cold spots creeping while the wind starts to howl. We're the ones who step aside when the lights go out, looking for the right that the cowards won't allow. Got the sensors red and the salt by the door. We know exactly what we're headed in for. We walk the crooked path, turning back to dark. We walk the crooked path, leaving every soulless spark. When the demons come to hunt, we're the ones who stand in front. We walk the crooked path, turning back to dark.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining the live. It's our second attempt here. Maybe hopefully this one goes a little bit smoother than the first time we did this.
First one wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but
It was a great night either way.
yeah, hell yeah. So we noticed that there was a few people that joined us here at the beginning, and we just want to thank everybody that's already here with us and whoever joins us as we kind of go on this crazy journey. Obviously, so we're here at the 314 Historic Masonic Temple, which quite literally just opened up like, what, a month ago? Like,
Yeah, if that, even just a few weeks.
right. Like, so there hasn't been a lot of people that have actually gotten to investigate this place. And I'm really excited about that because there's not a lot of information out there about this place. So we kind of get a really good opportunity to kind of go in cold, nothing to influence us, and see what we get.
I'm watching this fly crawling around on the camera.
I did see that.
There's not like flies all over the place. It's just that one, and it's right there.
It did that. It did that like the first live, because I think it's just whenever, I don't know, you can have good internet connection and it's still going to do that. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, so as always, I'm Noah.
Christopher.
And we actually have a special guest that's joining us this time that was not here for our last live. You might recognize him from some of the series that we put out here. He's formerly known as the Squatch Father. Give it up for my dad.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Appreciate your comments already. And a special buddy of mine is on with us, Elroy Jetson. So if everybody else would, hey, please give him a shout out too. He's a good high school buddy of mine, and he also my one and only mechanic.
Also, we have to point out the fact that we're supporting our Crooked Path, apparel up here on our head, but we actually have this badass shirt, Protect the Psychic, and this is from Dylan and Fee. Thank you guys so much. I literally commented like today when I shared a post of theirs about like how excited I was for them to like reveal like the shirts and stuff. I didn't know that was like a gift. I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. So thank you guys so much. I love it. We're here to help you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support you give us. Anything that we can do to help you guys as well. Just thank you so much.
This has already taken place in real time today too. There's already been a bat removed from the building. Those who were here last night were telling us it was a baby bat. That thing was not a baby. It was huge.
It was big. It was big. Yeah, it was big.
Like this.
I don't know. That's like that. It's like that story, like whenever you're like, man, the fish I caught was like this. It was really a bluegill. But again, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're not really going to waste too much more time just kind of sitting here and getting into it. We want to get into the investigation. All right, so let's do it. Where do you guys want to go first?
Let's go up.
Let's go up.
I get the feeling we're going to be up and down a couple times.
Probably.
Like our last live where we were just all over the building all night long.
You know what, though? Like, to be honest with you, though, it'd be better with this because at least this isn't that much. FCI was a little bit like that's bigger, That's a little bit. Do we want to just like not really? You know what? We won't do any equipment right now. We'll kind of walk through and see what we get, just whatever, for a moment at least.
Yeah.
I was in here earlier, and this room is freaking cool, dude.
Well, I don't know about cool. I'd say it's hot.
It's definitely hot.
I'm not sure if that was just the sound of you coming up behind me from this side or what that was.
Uh-huh.
But it sounded like it either came from here or here.
Right.
This really has my attention.
Right. And kind of like get in there so people can see it a little bit.
The Chamber of Reflection. It's really got my attention.
This whole like up here is pretty heavy. Well, that's fine. My dad asked if he needed to hold the camera so he could see my face.
That's enough of that. Here, you hold it, then.
When we first walked in, I just felt this initial rush. Like when we first walked in the front door, I almost felt like I couldn't go any farther.
Mm-hmm.
And then the longer we were here, it kind of dissipated. I actually started to feel really relaxed, very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel relaxed at all right now.
You feel like it's kind of like, because I get what you're saying. Like even when I was up here, just kind of like going around and filming a little bit for like the TikTok that we put out there and stuff to kind of like, again, remind everybody of the live. It felt different up here. Felt a little bit more relaxed. Now I feel like it's kind of like, a little bit thicker, a little bit more heavy, but it's almost kind of like, do you think that could maybe be tied into like when certain things would have been in session?
That could very well be.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's 10 o'clock now. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
imagine it. Imagine if like they started at 10. That I don't know how we would even get that information, but imagine we found out that like they would hold some sort of session around this time.
Right. I don't know. The fact that this is open to Ezekiel still really has my attention, considering how much meaning that name has for me.
We're just kind of looking at a couple things to see if there's anything that really like jumped out.
It's interesting. I didn't even do that when I first looked at it. I just noticed what it was open to and then moved on.
I mean, sometimes I mean, maybe it is just the name itself, but this is actually interesting, especially what she was telling me earlier. Afterward, he brought me to the gate, even the gate that looketh toward the east. And just based off of like the conversation that we were having earlier about what was coming through for you last night at FCI, like just that general, like the looketh toward the east.
Right.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't know how much you want to like give context into that, but that's really cryptic.
I think for now I'll leave it.
Okay.
Just in case that were to come up later, let it happen on its own, I think.
Yeah, okay. I see. I get you. I see. I do want to like I don't know if we like officially like get class in session.
You might have just woken something up.
Might have. But I mean, that's also what we're here for. We're here for answers.
It's interesting because when we first came up and we're talking about Or I said how I got relaxed after a while. Now I'm not relaxed at all anymore. I feel like something up here was waiting. I I don't necessarily need to use the word something. I can say someone. I don't feel it's a something. I feel like
Right.
there's a presence that's waiting.
Right.
Maybe I'll flip one card, just one. Maybe I'll even ask the question. What's waiting for us?
It's just interesting because again, even the statement you just made about like not what but who, you went again back to what or what.
Right, I did.
Like I just have to note that because like even with the statement you just made, you again reverted back to saying what's waiting for us.
That was weird. I put my hand like I always do to cut, and I got such a clear image of a man. I don't know who it was. But he was clearly standing in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look the slightest bit familiar. There's nothing that really stands out about him. I can't say he looks mean, he looks evil, he just is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I'll say he looks focused. I guess it's that one. The Queen of Pentacles. In this depiction, the mother. She. Honestly, all I can think about is Jane.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
I can't get anywhere beyond that.
Maybe you're not supposed to at the current point in time.
And I'm perfectly okay with that. She wasn't necessarily on my mind going into this.
I mean, why would she be?
Right. I mean, I know she's always around.
Right.
More recently, she seems to be hanging out at home for you more than
Yeah,
anything,
which-
which is
I mean, that's
great.
yeah.
So she wasn't really on my mind, but that's the only place this takes me.
Got some comments about it's being grainy and blurry, like I was saying, it showed up over there, but.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that, unfortunately.
I mean, right now it looks great on here.
Well, it's going to on there. The problem is like the, I don't know. Hold on, let me see it. I can try to like.
Yeah, it looks great on there, but like I
Right.
said, on down there, it was blurry and stuff. So you might want to ask somebody, because I was just reading a couple comments.
So we can go back down real quick and look at the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought we'd be able to do that before we get, I mean, the whole thing being blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw where Kim had asked if that's a real coffin.
I don't
Go
know.
take a look. Assess for yourself. I mean, I wouldn't say 100% that the bones are actually real, but this is a coffin.
Yeah. Just an old style coffin.
Mine, even the.
Can you see any of us fitting in that though?
But I mean, I don't know.
Maybe after we.
Yeah, I mean, after all the excess fat.
gone, but I mean, if they tried to lay us in there right now, I don't think we'd fit.
No, even like width, it looks really narrow.
I think Denzel just said that it looks better.
Oh, that's good.
So, okay, Kim just said it's clear now, no more blurry. So that might have fixed it. Okay.
Did you actually do something?
Not really.
I was going to say, what could you have done?
I mean, I'd like to say that, like, oh, I did this great technical thing, and
So is it working better up here than it is downstairs?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know also too, like it just Wi-Fi fluctuates. Like that's the that's the issue.
Right.
Like it takes a good bit of like Wi-Fi to like be able to do a live stream.
Right.
And unless you're like jacked directly into like a Wi-Fi source, it's just you're gonna have pocket loss and stuff like that. So
Right.
sometimes it just happens. We'll roll with it. So hopefully it looks better for everybody. You know what we forgot to do too? Forgot to grab the iPad so we can see the comments. Okay. Let's say that was our whole plan, was to have the iPad so we could actually see the comments more in time, but forgot to do that.
She has a purpose tonight.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. But on a gut level, what she's been doing, it's okay for her to not do that and be here because there's a purpose.
Oh, for her not to be here.
Right. Hmm. Wonder if that means Travis is taking her place for the night.
Could be.
Is he going to be tormenting your dogs all night?
I don't know.
He thinks he's funny. Part of me really wants to dig deeper with this, but everything in me is saying, no, leave it as is.
I mean, at least maybe for now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it.
Dude, it is hot in here.
It is. Should we walk all the way down and just kind of show people around and then dive in?
Yeah, we can do that.
It is 300 degrees cooler in the basement.
It is, yeah. Like I don't think anybody's gonna I don't think anybody here is gonna argue with going downstairs.
Even
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. You see this sword?
Yeah, I noticed that when I first came up.
It's like real. It's heavy. It's got some weight to her.
I'm so glad that's not there anymore.
Light back on. So I just happened to notice a comment from Mr. Pip. It said, "Could it be that the Masons are men and Eastern Star is the female equivalent to the Masons?" Yeah, actually, like they have a whole like section. It's the Eastern Stars. I can't remember the full name of it, but yeah,
Right.
yeah.
There could definitely be something to that. I can't stop fixating on the robes either. We going all the way down?
Yeah, we can. I'll tell you what, though, it is cooler right here. It's even cooler right here, then.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler down here.
Wait, screen just. Well, okay, it's back. It went black for a second.
This is the third time I've been down here, and I cannot bring myself to go back there. I don't know why. That's not like me. You know, I love basements. I'm
Right.
all about exploring basements. I'm not afraid of basements. I can't bring myself to go back there.
Is it? It's black on the screen, dude.
Yeah.
So it's showing up on like here, but I'm like, what is going on with this freaking live? Let's go back upstairs. Like,
All right. Do we have to be on the Wi-Fi instead of?
well, like, I don't know. I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to use the. You said you were going to try just regular.
No, like I'll take it off of the Wi-Fi, but I was on.
Yeah, even the screen there is black.
I know, like that's where I noticed that. I like it flashed for a second on this end, but it went away. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's back.
Still not on.
I don't know what to do then. Hold on.
Well, if people can still hear you.
They might be able to still like, yeah, they can hear us. Hold on.
Looks like a good signal.
The problem is like I can like
Right.
it's still just black screen. I don't understand what's.
If people can still hear, I can't imagine that it's just a Wi-Fi issue.
Right.
But it could be. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a tech genius either, but at the same time, it's like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like again, it's like it's showing on here that it's fine. That's what I'm not understanding.
It's not back on the screen there either. Nothing.
Mm-mm. There's not really anything I can do. That's the problem.
Right.
And like, why isn't there? Excuse me. Why isn't there a way? Because I just want to be able to freaking. It's not like letting me leave studio. It just has the end option. So I'm trying to see if I can even just leave it for a second to come back in,
Right.
but it's not allowing me to do that. Like all I have options for is ending. I feel like so far this is like an epic failure. And I'm not happy about it. Oh yeah, I don't know what to do. Let's switch to this for a second. See if that. No, you can't go. You can't go. Yeah, you can't go by that. You have to go by like the screen over there.
No, she wasn't even on board here before.
Is it because the computer's running from Wi-Fi?
Oh wait, now I think I see us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're back.
Can you? Well, I just switched cameras real quick. I switched it from the back camera to the front camera, but at the same time, like that shouldn't be an issue necessarily.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, now it's filming that way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess we'll go with this for a second. I don't freaking
That
know.
doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But sorry for all the technical difficulties, people. I don't know.
Okay, where to?
I don't know. We said the basement, but as soon as we did that, it all went to shit.
If this is working, should we try again?
We can. All right. Well, I guess. So, are you gonna like read comments or? Because now I definitely can't see the comments. Well, I mean, I could see it whenever they see me, I guess.
And that's still pretty behind.
Yeah. Well, so even that's lagging technically.
Right.
All right, let's go to basement try again. Why is it still showing upstairs?
Because it's lagging behind. Like it's behind. Like, see, now we're going downstairs. It's just behind. Like,
Yeah, it's way behind.
What changed in that little bit of time?
what do you mean? Like,
I said I couldn't
Killed.
bring myself to go back here. Now I just walk back here.
oh, I don't know.
Why do I feel like I'm standing in between something? There's nothing but blank space. It's just there's nothing in this room, but I feel like I'm standing in between something. I feel like I'm in a box.
Interesting.
You just froze.
Is it froze or?
Froze.
I don't think we can be down here.
No, I guess not.
But like, I'm on the Wi-Fi. Like, that's what's kind of irritating about this. Is
Yeah, it's like
Let's just stay upstairs.
yeah,
One
we're
or
gonna
two.
we're gonna have to. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Oh my god. Well, note to self: only do lives in places that we know it's gonna work. Because this is kind of like pain. Just gonna set it like right here for the moment.
maybe you need to do some of the questions now.
Huh? Hold on, let me. Shit, I want to do it that way. Yeah. There is an upstairs. That was actually that's where we was with like the actual like Masonic like temple room. I also do want to point out because I saw the comment earlier, but we've just been dealing with so many issues that I haven't really gotten a chance to answer it. Rob asked if we did any like prior research into the Freemasons and stuff like that. Like, I can't say that I did research on the Freemasons because I was coming here. Now, I've done a lot of research about Freemasons like prior to this. Like, there's a lot of really cool videos that I've watched before, and it's really, really interesting because like the Freemasons, to like make a really, really long story short, was obviously a secret society, but like, you know, you had like all these like, I guess we don't know what this one was yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but you have your
idea.
you have your versions that are kind of like just your good old boys kind of getting together, having a good time, whatever. They really weren't diving into like the dark stuff that was going on with Freemasons. And then you have like all
Right.
these different hierarchies, and there's a term known as the 33rd Mason, which is one of the highest like levels of masonry that most people even are aware of. But I feel like that's what might be interesting about this place because I don't know anything about it yet, but just based off a general feel, it kind of feels like they were probably doing some stuff.
I would say so. Just I don't know, some of the, I don't know. I don't have words for it yet.
Mm-hmm. Not quite sure what to do at the moment because I feel like everywhere we try to go, it's like messing up.
Oh, I think if we stay on this floor, we're all right for a bit.
Yeah.
We can probably get some stuff done down here.
Okay.
You want to do first?
Well, first I'm gonna get a drink because it is hot.
It is really hot in here.
Like, it's so funny too, though, because like, it's cool outside.
I guess I'm just trying to put my thoughts together.
That's, I think that's kind of where I'm at too. It's like, it's so strange because it's like there's a abundance of like, I don't want to say information because it's not like anything is like clearly coming to me,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like there's like there's a lot, and I don't know what to stick to,
Right.
you know. So you got your phone on you, Dad?
Yeah.
Say, can you pull up the necrometer? We'll get that going. See if anything pops up on it. You know what I can also do? I can set up music box. Set up a music box. I'll just point it that direction, just see if anything happens.
I feel like with trying to get my thoughts in order,
Just hit text.
it sounded like there's someone walking around upstairs.
There we go.
I feel like everything that comes through has to be in just the right order.
Also, please bear with us if you can hear the music box, because for some reason it has to play through the entire song before it just sets.
We owe it to someone to get things in the right order.
We like somebody's story is either not being told correctly or
Maybe
it's like misinformed.
that statement feels like it runs really deep, though. It's more than just someone. I wish I knew what I was feeling right now.
Infectious.
Well, I hope that's not what I'm feeling right now. I would rather not go there.
Just looking at a couple of the comments. They just ask, can you go back outside, like to see the front door? Like, I guess I'm confused. Like, whenever you say the front door, like the front door of the building, or like,
In the very front, they had a symbol up at the top.
yeah,
That was, I don't think there was any door on that side. I mean, we could go show the door.
can we? Or are we gonna go and then it's all of a sudden gonna go black again?
That's true. We move and we don't have anything anymore.
Haunted.
Haunted. Oh, that's a good sign.
Okay, it said 3 before that. That has my attention. That's important.
Lauren.
Lori.
Oh, Lori.
I don't think that relates to our Mother of Pentacles. I'm actually going back to infectious. What has been infected? What has something been infected by? There's something to that. I think that's actually starting to thread together some things that were coming to my mind on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
And what was coming to me on the way here is barely even worth talking about. It was just little,
Right.
but that hit. And it was enough to help me put that thought together. Something's been infected. What's it been infected by?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rob just put in the chat, the masonry is an art in itself. The building is probably a work of art. Actually, funny enough, we were talking about that, and if we get a chance to show the outside, we will. But I can even like post a picture of it like later. But this just looks quite literally like a normal building. Like you would not be able to tell from the outside that this had any sort of like significance. It because typically Paul Park. So typically, when you see like an old Masonic temple, you're like seeing very Gothic architecture and stuff like that, and it is like beautiful architecture just for what it is. But yeah, no, this is just like a normal brick building. Like from the outside, you would never know. It's kind of weird actually that
You
it
might
looks
assume
so normal.
it was an apartment, actually.
Was it?
No, you might assume
Oh,
from looking
okay.
at the outside.
I thought you were saying like it was.
Respecting the departed.
Okay, well, that's what we.
Like we owe it to someone
The
to.
building's definitely old because of some of the plaques and pictures they have over there from like 1950 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab the rods.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. You know what? Actually, I guess I'm like get out an EMF detector. Trying to see if there's a sit you there. Maybe.
I don't think I even
are,
make
are
sure
you,
I have a
I
pulse.
was like, are you haunted?
I probably.
I just I'm also
Straighten
just
up, please.
I'm also just trying to like make sure because like I'm getting solid like yellow, but like as everybody knows with EMF detectors, it can just be like bad wiring.
I don't think I even need to know in the moment who I'm talking to. We're going to stick with cross for yes, open for no. Is there something to that about something being infected? That was a very quick, solid yes.
third eye.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of definitely not.
Probably talking about me.
If I was talking about you, it'd say no eye. Motherfucker can't see.
I got broken glasses with everybody wants to see.
I
I
don't
got new ones coming.
I don't love how I asked for confirmation about something.
Lunatic.
I don't love how I asked for confirmation about something being infected, got yes, and that immediately said third eye. I don't love that.
I'm like trying to figure out like what's going on with this thing. I'm not really getting much over here, but every time I come back around you, like it starts to go to yellow.
What is it?
Well, it could be the mic. It could be the mic.
What does it do if you put
But-
it up by my forehead? If
but-
you put it up by my third eye?
I don't know, but like even like right here. So even right here, like it keeps going pretty like yellow. But
No.
Find it,
I'll find it.
the source of the infection.
I come over here and it's not really getting anything. Danica, go by yourself. Who needs to go by themselves? Maybe the chat can tell us who should go by themselves.
Point to who should go by themselves.
That was you. Up.
How am I going to go anywhere if we lose connection?
I guess that's true. I mean, maybe later.
All right.
Maybe later.
Maybe later I'm going alone to that reflection room.
Okay.
Or to that room in the basement that I couldn't bring myself to step into. Is it still acting that same way, just around me?
No, I don't like. That's what I'm trying to understand because I don't know if it's you or if it's just like this general area. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so, because I almost want to say it probably has more to do with the wiring here rather than actual paranormal activity at the moment. But
Well, I really hope it's not trying to say my third eye is infected and that's showing us it's me.
because like I've got it far enough away where like my mic's not affecting it, your mic shouldn't be affecting it. But as you can see, it's not going off.
I'm hearing footsteps up there again.
Oh, that's funny. So now it's not really going off. Like now, if I go close to the mic, yes,
Right.
But if I just go like towards your arm, then no. So yeah, so like mic, yes, arm, no. But before, I see like right.
And I haven't really moved much.
Right. But this is what I'm talking about. It keeps doing this. Now it wasn't there for a second, so now that's got me questioning it again. I'm not far enough to say that like, oh, that's like paranormal activity.
Right.
I'm not trying to say, oh, that's paranormal activity, but it is weird at the moment at least. Let's see what everybody's saying. David joined the stream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who?
David. Footsteps. I'd like to go to the footsteps, Kim, but every time we try to leave it, It goes.
We would. We would love to go to the footsteps.
I'm actually upset we can't, or we can try, but I'm just like, every time we try to go somewhere, it like,
People kind of know what's going on, so maybe we try it. And they know we're having issues every time we go up.
ooh, that was. You see that? As soon as you said like, hey, like we're gonna try, this went to red.
Something wants us to go up.
That's all right. We could do it.
Let's try it.
All right. We'll go up. What?
You want me to grab something? You go.
I got it. We ain't going far. No, never mind. What?
Check.
All tact?
Glass. Check. Yeah.
We okay for the moment? We still
Well, I'm behind on this,
right.
so I haven't really caught up yet. But so far, it's still going.
It's not very nice.
Um,
It just said age. It's not nice.
hold on, let me get.
Graveyards.
I do like graveyards. There's something to that. Surveillance. There's a camera right there.
Are you okay with it? Surveillance.
Am I okay with it?
That
All right.
Is your name Lori?
is your name.
Is your name Lori? Out of all the times that like we've gotten something like where it says a name and then it'll like bring that name back
The
up.
camera's going down.
Oh, it's because that freaking tripod.
Bye, everybody. I looked at it. It's just
You might have to sit here and hold it like this, like.
obviously Lori's important.
Right. But like who would be asking like because I don't assume that they're talking to us.
Right. I don't
I
think I
think
look.
I think it's pretty obvious that we're not Lori.
I don't think I look like a Lori.
But it's the question of unless Jane is here and somebody's like asking her, "Hey, are you Lori?"
That's interesting.
in the day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll actually. I'm gonna try something.
Unfortunately, that's the one that goes down.
I know when I hold it,
Yeah.
I'm shaking. Shaking.
No, like just like if you just hold it down here, like
I think it's going down here though. You good now?
I think so.
I was actually going to do something specific. I still will, but now that I sit here, I'm contemplating the layout of the room. That's not my issue to worry about right now, so I'm going to leave that.
Gregory. Where did I see that name? Gregory. I feel like I've seen that name recently.
I am talking to Jane. Jane, are you here? So that makes sense that someone might be asking if she's Lori.
Unlikely.
Well, we know she's not Lori. Thank you.
Thanks for the confirmation.
I am now speaking to whomever asked the question, is your name Lori? Is there someone here looking for Lori? Okay, so that's apparently important. Well, at least it's important to someone.
Mm-hmm.
So Jane is here. There's someone looking for Lori. We got confirmation on the idea of something being infected. I still can't quite let go of how that said third eye right after we got confirmation on something being infected. So I guess those are the main pieces I've gotten so far.
Right.
Is there somewhere in this room or something in this room we need to focus our attention on? If there is, could you point to it?
Well, it's funny because like if it's pointing at the coffin, because a couple people have like been commenting about the coffin, about it like possibly being, which I mean I could see that being.
I do believe it's pointing to the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the coffin itself or the base on which it sits?
Like,
I guess that is kind of a leg, isn't it?
I guess it's a bit of a stretch, but
Anger and betrayal.
anger and betrayal.
Were you pointing at the coffin itself? Straight, please. I always like a good reset. Were you pointing at the base? Straight, please. One more question for now. Does that have anything to do with Lori? Okay, I'm perfectly content with that. I just wanted to know if
Right.
there was a connection. So there's two.
9.
I don't know that I want to force. You know what I mean?
I will tell you that came up Friday night at FCI.
Did it? Did it?
It came up during our session in the monkey room.
you might want to explain to people what 9 means,
It's a bit of a
short version.
Is there a short version that makes sense? um, so 9 is a reference that kind of goes back like over a year ago, like before Christopher and I even actually teamed up together. There was locations that seemed to be interconnected in this big web of stories that uh and some of them being like places like the Belair House, Fairfield County Infirmary, so on and so forth. It's been something that we've been diving down for a while. We have a few series out there right now and getting ready to come out that kind of dive down this story. Some of it hasn't come out yet, so there's certain things that I don't want to say about it because I don't want to spoil what's getting ready to come out. However, we thought while we knew that the entire thing wasn't necessarily dealt with, there were still pieces that we still needed to dive down and kind of get into, but there were certain pieces that we thought were closed, and now we're questioning the if they were or if something is just manipulating us into thinking it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like,
The main piece not closed is the source of the infection. I don't know where that came from.
oh, Denzel, the program that's saying the words, it's the app called the Necrometer. Um, it's only like $10 on the App Store. It's actually pretty good, and based off of like, I'm not typically a phone app guy because I feel like a lot of them aren't really accurate. But I will say the Necrometer, in the way that it works differently than some of the other apps, I actually do like it, and it has validated a lot of other equipment that we've compared it to. So I do like the Necrometer. So if you're interested in that, it's just $10 on the App Store. It's pretty cool.
I don't know where that came from, what I just said. I don't feel like I said it.
It's not uncommon though. I mean, for you.
No, but I feel better when that happens when I'm looking for it to happen or when I'm setting myself up for that. That makes me feel better. It's a
get that.
little unsettling when it just happens,
I get that. I understand that.
especially when it just happens in an unfamiliar place. I'm not familiar with this place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of energy here that is not familiar to me.
Right.
Ghost hunt.
Ghost hunt.
Nine whispers.
Are you shitting me? 9 whispers? It's personally, and I could be wrong. Personally, what I feel like is things are being said that is being said to make us feel a certain way, to for us to think a certain way, but it's not like real. Like, because again, I understand. What does it say?
Noisy.
Noisy. I understand that there's parts of it that like we didn't fix or we didn't end, you know. But there were paths. We are on a path. We are the crooked path. Sorry, marketing. But no, like so. I'm just like, I know there was parts we needed to still fix. We still needed to. Can I finish my sentence, please? Like,
They're noisy.
they're
I said
noisy.
so.
I was like, what was it? Where were we just at? Where you had to do the same thing? They kept interrupting you. Where were we? Where? Or wait, maybe I was editing. Maybe I was editing. That's probably what I was probably editing our series, and that happened. And that happened where something you were trying to get through. That's what it was. I was editing the new series that's getting ready to come out, and that we was in the basement of Riders Inn, and you was trying to explain something, and the Necrometer kept interrupting you, and you're like, Please let me finish. But I just feel like while some things weren't done, I think some were.
Yeah, I agree.
But so like is the mention of the 9 just to distract us from what we're doing, to get us looking at something else? You know what I mean? Like
Did you hear the last two?
No.
I mean, not really.
Trapped in a building
Okay.
at the stroke of 5.
Stroke of 5. So I wonder if there was something here that was significant about 5 o'clock.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I will have to see if like you think maybe like Carlo might know anything about.
He might.
I mean, he might.
Yeah, he might.
He
We can
might.
talk to him.
Just to kind of get like, if there's anybody I feel like that might know a little bit of like what might have been the history here and what was going on,
Right.
maybe. Because
I cannot physically take my eyes off the front of the room, and I don't know why.
well, I mean, at the same time, it's like if you're getting ready to get in session, that's who's up there talking. I mean, imagine you're sitting back here, you're drawn into what he's saying.
This is weird. I feel like sitting here, I'm challenging whoever's sitting there, but it's not me. What did I just land in that happened?
Say prayer or protection.
Prayer of protection.
Oh, prayer of protection.
What did I just land in that happened between two people sitting across the room?
Bennett.
Bennett.
I am going to take my eyes off the front of the room. That was a weird feeling.
Somewhere timeless.
Somewhere timeless.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Now I just feel like I'm accumulating all these pieces and don't know what to do with any of them. Because none
Right.
of them really seem to connect.
So is it back to what we were just talking about earlier? It's almost kind of like there feels like so many layers, but I don't know what to like grasp onto.
I can ignore the reference.
Traveling. If all of a sudden I was gonna say, or if it all of a sudden says he's coming, I'm gonna be like, get out of here.
I'm going home.
I'm going home.
I feel like I can ignore the reference to 9 for now.
Okay.
I feel like whatever I just stepped in right here between the two people sitting on opposite ends of the room, I can set it to the side for now.
Right.
I don't feel like that's priority.
Right.
I'm deeply curious why Jane is here and the sense that she has a purpose.
So I have an idea, something we can do real quick. Just popped into my head. What if we go downstairs at the table, do a quick board session?
All right.
That'd be kind of fun for people to.
Yeah.
You'll see, and then maybe depending on who. I don't know. Do you want to talk to somebody specific, or are you more like just open the floor? Because I don't know that I feel quite comfortable yet just opening the floor to whoever. You know what I mean? Like, I want a little bit more information before we're just like, hey, whoever's here.
I agree, which is why when I made
And
that
that's-
statement and it wasn't me, I wasn't feeling good
And that's
about it.
weird because I don't typically say a statement like that because I'm typically just like, all right, whoever, like, we'll deal with it later, you know? Like, I'm not really that worried. But for some reason today, I'm like, let's kind of like take a step back. Let's make sure we're maybe back to what you said before, like, things had to be done right.
Right.
So maybe just like, like more do like calculated, this is who we're going to talk to session.
You are wrong.
You just say you were wrong.
You are wrong.
I think I'm right. No, that's crazy though.
Are
Seriously.
you thinking we start with talking to Jane?
Well, like she did come to mind. I was just more of like, I guess it was kind of like, I know with your one board where you talk specifically to Travis.
I'll have to go out to the car and grab it. I didn't bring that one in. I'll have to grab that one.
Okay.
I can. That's easy.
Well, hey, we could go outside and show the building too.
Right. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Hey, the worst that's gonna happen is it's gonna go black screen again, and then we're just like, all right, well, I can take that. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. It's hot.
It is. I still feel the need to just stare down whoever's sitting in that chair.
Informing.
That should be. You know what? At some point, what we should do then during an Estes method, one of us go sit in the chair over there, and the other one sit in this chair
That's a good
for
idea.
the Estes method, because then it might
It's a good idea.
trigger like
Right.
you know,
Right.
Text.
what did that say?
Text.
Oh, text. I thought it said test, and that would have been like, whoa. I haven't been tested in a while. I mean, not in the traditional sense, I guess. Holy Trinity.
Yep.
All right, everybody, let's go see the outside. You hold this. Thanks. So that way they can see like what I mean when I say that like this looks like a regular nostalgia.
Oh, God, it feels good out here.
Oh my god, it does. Actually, we're conducting the rest of the investigation outside today. This is perfectly fine,
I'll
guys.
grab that board out of the car right away.
All right, I'm gonna try not to like get too far away from the building, so that way like maybe it doesn't end alive here, but like trying to like see, yeah, like I know you can't really see. I'm like too much of the building, but like I'm just trying to show a little bit without getting too far away so it doesn't end the stream again. But yeah, like it quite literally like there's no fancy architecture or anything that you typically would see with like an old Masonic temple. Like it doesn't have any like the real fancy architecture, which is kind of interesting to me. It looks like just a plain brick building.
Chilling omen.
It's interesting because
Here.
you're almost wondering, like, is that on purpose? Did they make it look
Really isn't a
normal
coffee table
so
inside,
it was
is there?
kind of under disguise? What?
Oh, just looking at the last few things that came in.
Chilling omens on the way out here. Then it said over there, it said on the path, and now it said coffee table.
I mean,
Second reference to path.
Yeah.
crooked path.
Open.
I am
Open the
about to open the door.
open the door.
Spiritual back in.
And back in the heat.
I guess that is kind of a little coffee table there.
I guess, yeah. You want to do it over there?
I guess so. Is that what it's focused on?
Yeah.
What is there to lose, I guess? question is how well can
I don't know why I feel the need to do this.
You know?
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll.
All right, I think that sees the board.
I don't know why I feel the need to do this. This should be on the table.
Okay. What? Oh, nothing. I'm gonna give you.
I guess it kind of is. The flowers.
Fanciful? You know, I never
Hold on to this real quick. I'm gonna read right back. I'm gonna
So-
do this thing for a second.
To explain this, earlier I opened this book, Encyclopedia of Freemasonry, Volume 1, and I opened right to what I believe is someone's funeral flowers. And when I went to sit here to do this, I really felt that this needed to be on the table. Whoever these flowers were in remembrance of, this needs to be on the table. But I also have absolutely no impressions of who that belonged to, so I'm a little unsettled doing something like that. I don't know what I'm inviting to join me at the table. Why did I say what again instead of who? That was just completely unnatural. I haven't used this board in a while, so a number of you would not have seen this board ever, potentially. This is a board that I only use to communicate with one individual, my primary spirit guide. So after I open the board, I ask him to confirm a few things for me, just so I know who I'm speaking to. These movements are me opening the board. Now I'm trying to keep my touch as light as possible. If you're here, please show me that it's you.
A precious soul. Names matter.
I agree. Necrometer just said names matter. I very much agree. Because there's power in a name. That whole series of movements you just saw was confirmation for who I'm talking to. There's a movement that only he makes. And also, he spelled out two things that are extremely connected to when I initially connected to him. So, those are how I know it's him. I'm going to ask some questions to hopefully piece some things together for what we need to focus on tonight. Do we need to figure out something about Lori? Is there something significant about the two men sitting on opposite ends of the upstairs room? Are those two things, Lori and the two men upstairs, connected? What, if anything, can you tell me we need to know about the two men on opposite ends of the upstairs room? I've gotten so used to doing this with my eyes closed. I have to remember when I'm the only one looking at the board to keep my eyes open.
Carl.
I asked if we needed to focus on Lori. Yes. I asked if we needed to focus on the two men upstairs. Yes. I asked if there was a connection between those two things. No. I asked what he could tell us, if anything, about the two men upstairs on opposite ends of the room. And he spelled out infection. Oh.
Right.
1970s.
So somehow the word infection coming up relates to the intensity between the two men on opposite ends of the room.
Wait and see.
Thanks. You're very helpful. Do you know why Jane is here? Yes. Is there something you can tell us about that? It's so hot and humid, the planchette's stuck to the board. Her gift?
Interesting. Also, I also want to just point out, you know how it says Carl on there?
Yes.
Robert just said that that's Carl Lawson's tub.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, I don't know who Carl Lawson is either, but apparently that's what Robert Selby just said, was that the tub is Carl Lawson's.
I think we may want to look that up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up. Yeah.
Her gift. She brings people to a place.
Oh,
I think she's going to bring someone here.
right. I guess I never thought of that as like, okay. I never thought of that as like a specific gift that she had. I thought that was just something that they all could do, but I guess maybe not. You know how she would always go and like get somebody and then, yeah, so I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess if
Her gift.
I were a spirit, who would I rather have come get me? Who would I be more likely to go with? Her or Travis?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
spirits might be more willing to go with her. She has a little bit of a softer presence.
Yeah.
I think that's got something to do with it.
Right. Okay. I mean that makes sense.
Or maybe she's like a siren. She just I think I'm funny too. Okay, I've got it. She's going to bring someone here. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, Robert Selby said from Bobby Mackey's.
Oh, okay. I never knew Carl's last name
Oh, so okay.
because I never got up there. His apartment
Right.
would have been upstairs.
Right.
I
Okay.
wasn't able to go upstairs when I was there, so that never even occurred to me.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So his last name is Lawson.
I wasn't aware of that.
Thank you, Robert. That's a really big help. Thank you so much.
Wait. 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 When we were investigating at FCICon, we were in that room outside of the morgue, and you randomly looked at me and asked if there was anything from Bobby Mackey's in the building.
Oh yeah.
Like that came out of nowhere for you to ask that.
Right.
And I mean, yes, there was. There's the piece of wood that's in my office.
Right.
But that's definitely got my attention now that you felt the need to ask that there out of nowhere. And now here we are.
Robert said a demon tried to drown him in it.
I'm going to hold on to what's in my head
Okay.
because I don't think it matters specifically. I mean, what you said, that's important. Or
Right.
That's worth hanging on to. But where I went, I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to focus again. Why did I feel the need to open up the book? The way I worded it, I said I was bringing someone to the table. No, I said I used the word something again when I talked about the
Yeah.
flower. I keep using that word. And that doesn't even make sense in this context.
Right.
What's the significance of the flower that I felt the need to put it on the table?
Oh, Kim just asked if the app spoke the number 9. No, Kim, it didn't say 9. It said 19. Which, what did it say? Was it 1970s earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's anything like significant with 1970s.
Well, I don't remember about the time that you talking about the two gentlemen on each end upstairs.
Right.
Well, maybe-
Which I guess first of all we would need to find out like when this actually operated as a temple.
Well, if you look at those pots or pictures upstairs,
Oh, does it?
it has some dates like.
Okay.
Like the first day it's all 1950.
I mean that makes sense.
Went into the 80s, that's all.
Oh well, then the
Well, actually went into 2000s and like 9 and 10 or something, I think I saw. I have to look upstairs.
So I asked about the flower and the need to have that on the table. And he spelled out, she'll be back.
no, I feel like that's Jane. Carl is lost. You think maybe is Carl here?
Maybe there is a Carl here, but also I can understand if an object connected to a different Carl were brought into a different building, how he might feel lost if he came with that object.
Right.
I would feel lost if you pulled me into another building and
Or that's who Jane's gonna go find.
I don't know.
that's wild too, to think. So if there's truth behind what supposedly happened to him in that bathtub, and let's say even if it wasn't a demon, something bad obviously happened to him in that bathtub.
Right.
Why would she bring him here to reunite him with something that would represent something horrible?
I wouldn't think so.
Is there something we need to focus on with the tub? I feel like we're going to need to be here for 3 days with all the.
I mean, I
Well-
guess it's good that we have it till 11.
Right. I'm so confused as to why that would even be important.
What?
The
The tub?
Why?
Well, because if the tub is from Bobby Mackey's, right? And then we go back to what you brought up about me just randomly bringing up if you had anything at FCI with Bobby Mackey's, all the like energy around that right now, which is what's been going on with us like personally, is that's where I feel like, okay, so we already had mentions of Nine Whispers, right? Which connects to goodbye. Like it connects with all the things that we've been working on for the past like year, right?
Right.
And it's like, so if that makes its way here because of some weird connection with Bobby Mackey somehow, maybe that's why we have to put time and effort into fixing that here. Because what if, because that energy is here, this is a like a new nine? Are they trying to reform the nine?
That's an interesting thought. Does this also have anything to do with what I did the night I went to Bobby Mackey's? I don't know how I feel about that. I'll explain more about that later.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw this question and hope for the best. How does that connect to anything here? It's sticking to the board. Okay, I see where this is going. Infection.
So I mean, does it somewhat validate what I was kind of saying in the idea that like if if there was the nine and we fixed that part of it before, but cell phone, but the the Dylan character that's still involved, is he trying to make a new nine?
He went right up the middle,
Mm-hmm.
which to me means more often than not confirmation, but I'm not telling you that.
Okay. Interesting. Make me work for it.
I don't know that we were supposed to have that layer yet. I think you got to that piece a little earlier than he wanted you to.
I'm just like that. I mean, just to me, like based off of what's been said so far, it's what logically makes sense.
Right. I
Because
agree.
why? Because why else would all of these connecting pieces, especially because it's such a random fact that we happen to be here and there's a piece from Bobby Mackey's here, same as FCI. What came to your mind?
What I put to rest at Bobby Mackey's the night I was there was something that connected at least 9 locations.
Oh.
Something completely different.
What? 8? So what? Well, I mean, I guess you can interpret that as like 1 of 9, right? Making 8.
The 9 I'd connected that I put to rest that night, Bobby Mackey's was one of them. That's no longer standing.
Right.
So that would take it down to 8.
Right. No, that's what I mean. Like, because if that's what I mean, like if Bobby Mackey's was 1 of 9 and it's no longer there, now there's 8. But when was this?
It was before I met you.
Right. So what I'm getting at here is that, is this just a repeated pattern? Because if there's a 9 that was before, there was the 9 that we just went through and dealt with ourselves. And now is there this idea that there is now this new 9 trying to be formed, but tethering the old like threads from like the Bobby Mackey 9, if that makes sense what I just said. I don't know.
No, that does make sense. The person I laid to rest that night,
Mm-hmm.
who was responsible for the 9 locations being connected. I've always wondered if what I did that night to put him to rest wasn't disturbed when they demolished the building. If
Right.
someone else is trying to create a new 9, and if what I did there was disturbed, could they unite?
Well, and it's also too that like, especially with again back to the Dylan character, who had someone that he was pretty lined up with pretty well. We just ended that piece.
Right.
So now he's looking for somebody new to kind of combine with.
1900s.
1900s.
The 2 of them combining, that to me would be one big infection.
Right.
Is there anything else you can tell me right now?
From a mythical world.
From a mythical world. Since he seems to be ending that, I'm going to go ahead and fix the camera real quick. So we can pretty much stay where we're at. I'm just going to fix it.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
It spelled out protection.
Oh, protection? What did you ask before?
Is there anything else you can tell us right now? Protection.
Hmm.
And goodbye. He closed.
So Rob or Elroy Johnson, Jetson was commenting earlier about like the ninth letter in the alphabet is I, and then he just said again, 9 equals I, like third eye. I think that's a good point because I mean, like, and I think that's a lot of like third eye has been referenced a lot,
Right.
and so yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of connections with like the number 9 referencing like that sort of psychic connection, stuff like that. Like I definitely agree with that.
Right.
But also too, like just with the continuate the continuation with the number 9. Like I know there's significant like meaning with 9, but it's just it's a lot right now.
It is. There's a lot to think about. I'm going to need to write some of this down just to keep track of some of this.
Honestly, like I mean, once we kind of finish the live, whenever we like take a quick break to get something to eat before we actually film for tonight, yeah, we'll just sit down and kind of rehash all of this. But like, it's I guess I'm as always, I wasn't expecting it to go this way.
No, I can't say I did either.
Positively.
Oh, gin. The word before 90 was gin, like a genie,
Interesting.
which is that is weird. And I'll tell you why that's weird. Because obviously genies grant wishes, right? They grant wishes.
Right.
It's what a genie does or a djinn does. No justice. So when we were at the jail, right, dealing with that thing, that's like all of a sudden like been talking about like wanting my soul, all these things. And we noticed that like when it said I opened you up, referring to me because like that time that it was with me and like I was all of a sudden more tapped in energetically and stuff, and it said I opened you up, and we kind of noticed like, is that it sort of like making these promises like, hey, like if you let me in, I can do this for you, type of thing, right? Kind of like a genie or a djinn, like granting wishes. I like, I don't know, but that might be a stretch. That might be, but I'm just saying that's interesting.
That is interesting. It reminds me of Friday night in our session at FCI when something told me join us.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely weird.
I'm just going to throw this out there because it's on my mind. I feel like it's worth while to share.
Oh, I want you to finish this, but Leah just said something really interesting. So she said to me, number 9 is connected to an entity in Indiana State Sanatorium. And like,
What?
Leah said that she believes that number 9 is connected to an entity in Indiana State Sanatorium. And that was one of the locations that we had figured out was a part of the 9.
And
When-
we've got something we need to do there.
Yeah, like Indiana was one of the things that I mean, even when we finished that series, we knew we weren't done there. There were still threads that needed astral. Oh, I said astral, like astral travel. But we knew we weren't done, and hell, we were just given a mission whenever we go out there on the 25th for our event.
And I'll actually be there Friday and Saturday coming up.
Right. Philip just asked, aren't jinn not always good entities? No, actually, I would say that like a good 9 times out of 10 9 see 9 times out of 10 sorry a good like a good bit of the time like jinns are more seen as like bad entities because of the fact that like when a jinn grants a wish, it's kind of like not really what you want. I'm trying to think of a good example of this, but it's kind of like you like say if you wished to be the most famous person in the world, right? But you get your wish, you're the most famous person in the world, but now like you don't have a moment of peace ever. Like everybody's always falling. It's just stuff like
Right.
that. Like you make a wish and he grants it, but it's in a way that you end up being miserable. And so why I reference that is because the entity that seemed to be with us at the jail, which the jail that I'm referring to is the old Paulding jail. Um, it its intentions were very much seemed negative, and that's why we were like kind of weirded out by the fact that it was like, oh, I can do all these things for you, like I'm trying to lure you in, type of thing, and it's kind of like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. But
Right.
so yeah. Fee also said, I can't wait to investigate with you guys. We can't wait to investigate with you either, Fee. Thank you so much.
What I was just going to put out there, when I opened the board, I explained a little bit more about how I use that board than I normally do.
Yeah.
And I talked about some of the things I ask him to show me so I really know that I'm talking to him.
Right.
One of the things references when I first connected to him. And one of the first things he had me do
They wear the shadow beams.
when I was tested 5 times that weekend, one of those tests was to tell the story of someone who drowned in a bathtub.
Mm,
And that was very significant for me that night because before that night, I would have never been able to do it. I've almost drowned twice, as you know.
right.
That's very difficult for me. But that night, he got me through that.
Right.
And one of the things I asked him to show me here references that because that was such an important moment for me and in our initial connection. So here we are with the bathtub again
Right.
and a story of someone nearly drowning.
Right.
It may mean nothing, but just to me,
But
it
like
has
it's
meaning.
to me, it's too like coincidental, you know? Like it's too coincidental that it quite mirrors up in such a way that again it's a synchronicity. It's what it is. Like those things don't line up as perfectly as they do if it didn't mean something. It's just that again, back to what we were talking about earlier, what I think is going on is with the 9 that we just kind of like dealt with before with Ord and everything. Ord knew what your weaknesses were and everything, right, like that, right?
Right.
Well, obviously, because of his connections with Dylan, now Dylan knows. So Dylan's going to be doing the same old thing to try and like get to you and hinder you as much as possible. Like at least that's how I feel about it. That's what makes sense to me.
It does make sense. I get that. I feel like that's going to be a failed attempt because I know I can do this now.
Right, right. It's not that it's not that it will work. It's just that like that's what he's going to try to do.
He'll have to do better than that. That's probably a stupid thing to say, but I put it out there. Cue the bats.
I mean, you already know like the conversations that we've had about like how obviously I think that is a thing that's being heavily used and influenced, and I think I want it more. I want it for you just so you of your own state of mind So when you see one, you're not as affected by it. I feel like just for your own mental health and safety.
I would love that.
There's always a way. But there's a lot of pieces, a lot of threads now. And maybe that's why first coming in, we're both sitting here like, I don't know what to grasp onto, because hell, it makes a little bit more sense because damn, like there's a lot of layers here. And they don't all seem to necessarily like they kind of connect, but they kind of don't at the same time. It's weird.
Right.
Unless we're in an in-between phase where threads are trying to be tied together.
That makes sense.
I just saw Dylan's comment, pull them threads. That is the goal.
I always will.
It's the goal. Will it work? Who knows?
Something will work.
Something will happen. But actually, I just noticed something. I just noticed something too that just noticed it. A little over a year ago, we released our first series where we really got the first mention of 9 shadows, right?
Right.
That was the first time we ever really heard that. 9 shadows was at the Bill Manor, who is owned by the same person that owns this. And there are Bobby Mackey connections there because he said how he bought several items from Bobby Mackey's.
What else is interesting? Okay, so it's been about a year since we were at Bill Manor.
Since that.
And before that, it was almost exactly 1 year since I'd been to Bobby Mackey's.
Mm,
The 3 things are almost exactly a year and a year.
right. I just noticed that and I was like, wait a second. We actually got our first reference to that at Bill Manor when we were filming for that series. It was the first series that we put out there on YouTube.
Right.
And now here we are, a little over a year later, in another location owned by the same person. And all of us, and I know that like, so when he was at FCI the past couple of days, that it was coming back up. I know it was,
Right.
but like today, it really starts coming back. Like, what's with that?
I have a thought that I'm going to hang on to.
Mm-hmm.
I will say what it involves. It has to do with Jane and her gift, what she does, how she can bring people through.
Right.
I almost feel like she's not the only one who can do that.
No, I mean, I wouldn't think so. Who's on your mind as like another person that can?
Jane has taken interest.
Jin has taken interest. Jin. Jin has taken interest.
That's just a little much.
That's a little. That's a little too on the nose there. Okay.
I might hang on to it. Because that's how I started that whole thought, was I'm going to hang on to this. And then I went a little further. I
Right.
might hang on to the rest.
Right.
Jin has taken. What? That's a little much.
Jin has taken it. I mean,
I feel like I should pull another card to solidify some of this.
okay. You want me to just hand you the stack of cards?
Yes. please.
Okay. Oh. I was like, where are they? I'm now realizing that going golfing this morning was a bad idea. And I'm like, I'm sore now.
Sore.
Sore.
I debated leaving that mother card out,
Yeah.
but I don't think I need to do that.
After dark.
We-
It is after dark.
We know what this is. So I'm not going to leave that out. I'm just going to mix it back in. One card to just solidify some of the things that have been coming through and hopefully coming together.
Okay, that's interesting. So Robert Selby said, I am Carlos' partner there, and we drove to Bobby Mackey to get his stuff and Carl's bathroom I bought. Now we are business partners, and the Mackey stuff is kind of back together. Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for
That's
that.
really cool.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
that is very, very cool. Thank you.
I'm glad they saved that stuff.
For real, seriously.
Well, at least one didn't drop that time.
Yay.
But I did feel the need to go nearly straight to the bottom. I think there's something very symbolic in that,
Mm-hmm.
in just how much there is to dig through. It's the card you drew at the flood memorial.
Oh.
Which I don't necessarily think means anything. It's just filed away in my brain.
Right.
I don't know that this references anything more than the focus and determination that it will take to piece all of this together.
Purpose revealed. Oh, that's timed. Like you couldn't have timed that any better. Purpose revealed.
The reversal tells me that something big is missing. We're missing something.
I mean, I wouldn't expect us to have all the
Right.
pieces just from. So I mean,
Right.
I could get behind that.
I'm also going to say, just on a gut level, I don't feel like we're missing something because we're missing it. We just haven't gotten to it yet.
Right, right.
We haven't gotten that piece yet.
Well, we haven't really. I mean, really, we haven't dived much into it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as much as we just talked about, we haven't really like dove into anything much yet. Well, it's 12:01. So,
I'd say that's a pretty good place to leave off.
mhm,
A lot of doors have been opened for what's to come later.
right. Right. Should be interesting, I guess. So here I'll kind of fix the camera. We can stand up and do our goodbyes to everybody.
My knees. I did not go golfing today. I actually slept until 3 o'clock after last night's psychic hunt.
Just go back in front of the table like we was earlier.
What did that say?
Look at them.
Look at them. Oh wait, you got to turn the music box off.
9.
Well,
Look at them.
look at it. Yeah, look at them, and then 9.
I think that's a really good place to leave off.
It's a really great place to leave off. We just want to say thank you guys again for being with us on this. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we've had kind of coming in and out, but we really appreciate everybody sticking with us. We hope that you enjoyed what you did see. Obviously, there's a lot that we still have to unpack, and a lot of you are probably like, no, like I want to see what's going on. Don't worry, we are actually going to be filming for an official series that we're going to put out about this. So when I do this, I'll probably include bits of this right here in that video, so kind of everybody gets a little bit of a refresher for what we were for what we was talking about. But we're going to be putting a series about everything that we do dive into for the rest of the night, so you guys will get answers to those as soon as we get to that series. So thank you so much for joining us.
Hope you had fun. We did.
Yeah, we definitely did. All right. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time. Look at them.